Heat Nation a little unsettled, especially after some of the comments Pat Riley made. Like, he said some things about Tyler Hero.
So the injuries kept Tyler out for half the season, but how would you assess Tyler's season and maybe what you guys learned about him?
When he played 42 games this year. Yeah. Well, he's been fragile a little bit.
Yikes.
And broke his hand last year in the playoffs. He had some injuries, earlier in his career, and there isn't anybody who works, harder at his game. And Spo's correct. He works and puts the time in. He put the time in the weight room. So how does he keep his calorie intake? And he might have to go to another level nutritionally. He's gotten stronger, but as the season progresses, you lose some of that. You don't pound the iron like you do, in the off season. But he's got to make some adjustments, definitely.
Pat Riley kind of calling out the guys like, you need to be more healthy. I know it's not your fault, but you need to be more healthy. You catch my drift, guys? More healthy.
He's calling him soft.
I'm just saying he needs to be more healthy.
He's calling him soft.
I mean, for the past 2 years, we've been the most injury-prone team in the league. Is that because of the regiment that they put him through?
No, I can't say that. Because my team's been injured as well. So it all depends.
Every team has
injury. Every team's going through some sort of injuries.
All the people that made fun of Zion Williamson. I said, okay, chop it up now. Zion played 70 games this year. Jimmy played 60. Doesn't matter. Nonetheless, a lot of Heat Nation saying if we run it back again, that is going to not be something they want. There needs to be some changes because 2 years in a row, the play-in, 1 year you made the miraculous run. Last year, or this past season, much of a miraculous run. Backing your way into the playoffs. So now there's the talks of trades. We need to land a scorer, someone that can get us points. Heat Nation, probably very happy to get Devin Booker. Hey, look, the Suns, they're not trying to blow it up. They're giving...
Oh, they should blow it up.
But they're getting Budenholzer.
So what? They did
a year.
They gave Frank Vogel a 4-year deal just less than a year ago.
So let's say the Suns decide, you know what, this isn't worth it. Let's get rid of Devin Booker. Heat Nation would definitely be on line one. Pat Riley definitely on line one.
Yeah, but what do you have to give Phoenix?
Let's look at this supposed trade from inside the Heat. This is from SportsIllustrated.com. The Heat, they get Devin Booker and a 2027 second-round pick. The Suns receive Tyler Hero.
Clearly.
Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Okay.
Paul Reed via the 76ers.
How?
And it's going to be a 3-team trade. And a 2026 first-round pick via the 76ers. Another 2026
So what do the 76ers get?
And a 2026 second-round pick from the Heat. 76ers, in return, receive Kevin Love. Yeah, I'm sure if you're a 76ers fan, you're excited about that. Eric Gordon, can't believe he's still in the league. He's about 150 years old.
He's looking at a bucket.
David Roddy via the Suns.
The Roddy kid?
Mm-hmm. And a 2028 first-round pick via the Heat.
Why would Philly want to do that?
You took the words directly out of my mouth. So the 76ers want to get Kevin Love, Eric Gordon, David Roddy, and a 2028 first-round pick via the Heat. And then the Suns get Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Paul Reed, whatever, some first-round picks. And the Heat get Devin Booker. So, yeah, the 76ers actively are like, ooh, let's get in a trade that makes
one of our
rivals.
Yeah, I'm going to help my rival.
Much better.
Much better and grab an old person from that team.
So that trade is ridiculous.
Actually, that trade out Kevin Love to Philadelphia is not that bad if you think about it.
Philadelphia is not getting anything in that trade except that.
But they shouldn't, unless they already got Paul George. They signed Paul George. Because now a team of Maxey, Embiid, Paul George, they would have to make a couple other moves because Tobias Harris is going to get replaced. They need a point guard. You're not going to bring Kyle Lowry back for another year.
No.
But anyway, it's a great trade for the Heat.
Oh, Heat Nation, tell me you wouldn't make that trade in a heartbeat. Oh, but Jaime Jaquez Jr., he's a great rookie. Nah, okay, good enough. I was one time with the Pelicans where we couldn't trade Buddy Hield. His ceiling is too high.
You know, we've seen Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield's played with every team in the league except for the Heat now. So, okay, that trade probably not going to happen. Now, here's another one that gets interesting. A lot of people in Heat Nation say Donovan Mitchell, maybe he's not wanting to be with the Cavaliers. Maybe there could be a trade made. Here's another one by Bleacher Report that has been floated out there as a possibility. The Heat, they get Donovan Mitchell via the Cavaliers, Kyle Kuzma via the Wizards. They have to pay $13.4 million trade exception for Jimmy Butler, a $2.5 million trade exception for Nikola Jovic, and a $2.3 million trade exception for Tyler Hero. But the Cavaliers get, once again, Tyler Hero, a number 15 pick that's coming up this year, 2026 Suns picks, Clippers, a bunch of first-round picks, and some exceptions. The 76ers get Jimmy Butler. And then the Wizards would get Paul Reed, Nikola Jovic, Ty Jerome, the 16th pick, some money and exceptions.
So he get Booker. 76ers get
no.
Jimmy.
No, the Heat get Donovan
Oh,
Mitchell
he
and
get
Kyle
Donovan.
Kuzma.
And Kyle Kuzma.
And then have to pay a bunch of money to Jimmy, Nikola, and Tyler Hero because they had the trade exception.
Jokic is going to Cleveland, right?
Jovic
is not Jokic. I'm sorry, Jovic.
Jovic is going to the Wizards.
To the
in this
Wizards.
trade, yes.
And Tyler's going to Cleveland?
Tyler's going to Cleveland with that 15th overall pick. And Jimmy Butler goes to the 76ers. Once again.
So you traded Jimmy and Tyler.
Yeah, to get Donovan Mitchell and Kyle Kuzma.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Mm-mm.
So is Donovan...
One got to go. I don't think both of them has to go.
That's what I would think. I'd say that once again, that's not going to happen.
And you're helping the other. You're actually weakening yourself. As much as you like Donovan Mitchell, but...
Okay. So Donovan Mitchell right now, better scorer than Jimmy Butler. I'll tell you that. And I know playoff.
Yeah, but he's not a better all-around player.
Looked pretty good the other night.
He's not a better all-around.
And Kyle Kuzma and Tyler Hero, I would say.
See,
Tyler
I'm worried
Hero's a
about
little
Kyle
better than
Kuzma in
I
Miami.
don't believe in. Kyle
I don't want
Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma in Miami.
I never believed in Kyle Kuzma.
It's not I don't believe in him. I believe in him. I just feel like Kyle Kuzma's lived. I don't want to say a privileged life, but he was drafted in LA. You know, he was in the mix. He's like into fashion and all of that. I don't know if his mind
been keeping up with the Kardashians too much.
He's definitely part of that faction, that group.
And he'd love it here in Miami, though.
That's what I'm saying. He would love it in
Tyler
LA.
Hero loves it here.
I think he dated Winnie Harlow, the model.
Plus, once again,
yeah, he would, and he's got a ring already, and he's just all about getting money. That's the thing. That's the thing about Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma got a ring in LA in that bubble. He was the only one that survived the LeBron trades.
Yes, the Anthony Davis.
Right, he was the only one that survived. Everybody else got let go.
Thank goodness he was untouchable. Thank goodness
Lonzo, Bi, and all of them. But Kuz he still got let go. Went to Washington. He made the money, and him and Jordan Poole was supposed to be, the light skin attraction to bring back the Wizards into really prominence. Well. And as you can see, that didn't happen. I mean, shoot, Jordan Poole got benched. He was coming off the bench.
Yeah. No, his teammates don't rally around Jordan Poole.
Teammates don't rally about him. Kuz is a good guy, whatever, but I don't know. Him in Miami would be dangerous.
Look, Tyler Hero is the part of every trade. He's talked in every trade. This is the problem, Vlad. You brought it up. You can offer him, but that doesn't mean anybody's going to take him.
Yeah. I mean, they're letting you know that they're not really effing with him. You know what I mean?
And the price tag is high.
And that was the other thing. That's what I kept on saying during the playoffs, Cousin. Is that when Jimmy got hurt, it was his time, and that was the bother. That was the thing that bothered me.
I really thought he was
because he was showing us he's a playmaker.
He was going to step it up.
That game when he got 22 and 13, was it 13 or 14 assists? I'm like, okay, Tyler, you showing me a different side of your game. You're not only a bucket getter, but you can also set up for your teammates. And then he followed that with like 3 bad games, and it's like, forget it, man.
Kind of a thud. This is your chance to shine. People get the chance to shine. You
gotta live. Yeah, you gotta. When you get your chance to shine.
Especially with all of what I would say, the kind of uncertainty that has surrounded you the past 2 off seasons. You could have just put that to rest because he did have a strong when he came back from injury into the season. I thought, okay, he's here to stay, and then Bam looks around. Where is everybody?
I'm gonna tell you this. You know what Riley wants? Riley wants that team that was the number 1 seed that lost to the Celtics on the Jimmy Butler 3-pointer.
Mhm.
He wants that type of team because nobody expected him to be the 1 seed, and nobody expected him to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, even as the 1 seed. But they took Boston to 7 games at Kaseya Center,
Mhm.
and Jimmy had a chance to win a game. The shot looked good. He just missed. That was it. That's the output that I think that Spo and the Heat brass wants to see. That type of team.
Yes.
Because that team was strong. That team was together. They were cohesive. And they played a lot of games together. There was continuity.
The only
Yeah,
person that really missed a lot that year was Kyle Lowry for personal reasons.
And Jimmy. Jimmy missed some games, but it was acceptable. It was okay. It
You're
wasn't
number 1 seed.
It wasn't like he was going to the Miami. Yeah, it wasn't like
Everything's
the Miami
okay
Open.
when you're a number 1 seed.
When you're winning,
baby.
everything's okay, bro.
Yeah.
Everything's okay. Nobody
Yeah,
cares about the
look,
beast.
Everybody thinks it's hilarious. Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra. He's drunk in a hotel room taking days off. You know why it's cute and funny? We tell the story now because the Bulls went on to win the championship. Other than that, it's ridiculous. And he's a cancer to the team. That's the whole story. But look, I really do implore Pat Riley and those guys. Let's not play this game anymore. If you want Tyler Hero out of here, find a way to get him out of here. I'm tired of talking about trading him. But then again, Vlad, like you said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Maybe there's people saying, I mean, that's a high price tag, for a guy that's fragile. You called him fragile, by the way. That wasn't us. You. Now you're trying to sell us on. I don't know. I still think we're basically, and Vlad, mark my words right here. I still think we're going to basically run it back next year because honestly, there's not that many other options.
But here's the problem.
Tell me these trade offers are ridiculous.
You got to try to do something.
We
I
tried.
I don't think every team there, even whoever wins the championship this year, I don't think you can stay pat. No pun intended. I don't think so.
I don't think there's that many options, Vlad.
You've got to do something. Look at what look what Boston did. Boston changed after they got eliminated by the Heat in 7 games. What they did, they added KP, they added Drew Holiday. They did things. You got to do things.
We've tried.
Denver's gonna do things after they see what Minnesota did. They're like, all right, bet this is the team that's coming for us. If we somehow get out of this series and win the title or whatever, we got to make sure we address certain parts of our team that seems to be a weakness, especially against teams that we feel
they're plugging holes right now.
Right, especially teams that we feel are a threat.
Yeah, because Minnesota and Oklahoma City
threats.
They're not going anywhere.
Dallas threat. They're going. New Orleans threat. Memphis if Ja they could be a threat.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
A threat. They were a threat.
So in the East, Boston saw that too. Look what Milwaukee had to do. Did it work out? No. I mean, some science projects, some science experiments blow up in your face. But the Knicks didn't stay pat.
Nope.
Orlando's not going to stay pat.
Whew, they're good too.
Cleveland, nobody knows what's going to happen.
And everybody just assumes Donovan Mitchell wants out in Cleveland because it's Cleveland. What if he's happy there? What if he comes out and says, "No, I plan on being here the rest of my life"? And I mean, he's going to say that, but I mean, what if he really means it?
I don't know if you could stand pat. Obviously, and the other thing about it is you may need to get ready for another star. So maybe it's good to make a move for the superstar now, a young one, maybe 25, between the ages of 25, 28, so that once Jimmy's 2 years or 3 years, or how much, if you do give him the year extension,
you will.
I don't know if they should.
I think they will.
Why?
Got no other Vlad. I hate to be like this.
I don't want to count people's pockets, but fam, I'm not paying somebody 37, $60 million.
Who's your better option?
2 years, we'll know. Somebody's going to be available in 2 years.
I'm not arguing that we need to make a move. I'm arguing there are not really any better moves. You're between a rock and a hard place. That's why, mark my words, gonna run it back.